regards to the protest, how do you think it all went in your personal opinion?
Yeah, I think it went well. It's pretty well organised. Very surprised to have some very high-profile people here, which is really good to see. Good to see the younger people taking a bit of a stance rather than, the church or, some sort of religious group take the lead on it. So I think it's doing well. I would have liked to see even more. I think there are, 50 to 70,000 Copts in Australia, and I would have expected and would have liked to see a lot more, but the turnout's pretty good.
Joseph, I'm sure you're aware that on the 17th of October, the Honourable Reverend Fred Nile voiced his concerns of Australian Coptic Christians by proposing a motion about the ongoing persecution of Copts in Egypt and calling the government to make an immediate representation to the UN, which passed in the New South Wales State Legislative Council. Regarding this motion, what do you think about how it's all been done, and what do you think of this motion?
Look, I think the motion's a good thing. I suppose the first thing is Fred Nile he's just an amazing guy. He's really stood by, in particular, the Coptic community. So I think we should really stand behind him. The motion was really good. It was passed at the federal level, so he's taken it into the New South Wales level, and it's a great thing to see that pass as well.
And do you think that more politicians should get on board and should support these motions that are being proposed forward and not just take a backward stance regarding them?
Yeah, look, I think the hard part is, these are issues in Egypt. I'm not sure how much, they think it would affect Australia. I definitely think they should be addressing it because, if they don't address it, it's going to come back and bite them in the backside. Ayman Zawahiri is one of these fanatical people. He's also one of the masterminds of the September 11 attack. So they better start to get Egypt under control, or you're going to export a hell of a lot of terrorism.
Joseph, what else do you think the Australian government can do to support the Coptic cause?
Look, I think there's probably a couple of things. First of all, they really should feel or make the Coptic community here in Australia feel like, their voices are heard. So I think that's for one, just the fact that, they turn up to these sorts of things and take up the cause and listen to us. I also think that, if one country, makes either a submission to the UN or in parallel goes to the Egyptian government and says, look, we're representing a lot of Egyptians in Australia and we're very concerned, and you multiply that by, a lot of nations around the world, I think that's definitely some pressure, and I think that definitely will make a big difference for people inside Egypt as well.
Excellent. You make some very good points. Thank you for joining me, Joseph. Thank you very much.